Hello, today I'm working on a quick project. I'm going to make a wreath for one of my friends' front door. She has a birthday coming up and her favorite color is red. And I had these leftover red flowers from a previous project, so I decided to use them. I'm also going to use these white bundle of flowers. I'm not going to snip those off. I'm going to leave them attached, and I've already cut off some greenery to fill in the wreath. Of course, I'm going to use my little snippers, my hot glue gun, because I'm trying something different for the first time. I hope it works out really well. I'm attaching a flower to a leaf, these red leaves, and I'm going to attach it to the middle. So hopefully that turns out nice. And of course, as always recently now, some zip ties. I'm going to need some zip ties. Now, I have already put some zip ties on this wreath ring. I have them on the crossbars, and then I also have one or two in between. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I decided to go on and do that to make it easier. And as I need more zip ties, I'll just add them. So let's get started on this wreath. So I'm going to go on and put this one in on this crossbar. And what I've decided to do is to put like two red flowers and greenery, a stem of greenery. Go. And oh, I didn't mention, I'm also in, putting it on the concave part of the wreath ring instead of the outer part. I found out that it helps hold these flowers in place when I put them on that way. So here's one right here. Oh, here it is right here. This is what I mentioned earlier. I just took a flower and a leaf and hot glued it to the back, and I'm going to attach this to the inside of the ring. So hopefully that works out really well. Here's one flower, and I'm going to cut all these zip ties off afterwards. First, I'm going to pull this leaf through because I want the leaf to be able to add that needed um, fill in space so you won't see the wreath form. So we have the white bundle, then we have red, two red flowers, and then greenery. So I am going to tighten this zip tie. Then I'm going to put the same ones through this next zip tie to hold them in place. See which way it comes up in between. There we go. And then I have another big bundle that I'm going to put in between here. Try to pull it down. It has all these leaves, and before I tighten it, oops, I don't know if you can see it. Before I tighten it, I'm going to pull it. I didn't do the first one like this, but I'm going to pull some of the leaves down. It's a little tight because I did tighten it. zip tie. I didn't decide to do this till afterwards. Want to leave a little space in so I can manipulate those flowers and move them around like I want to when I finish. And then there I'm going to go again with 2 red flowers and red. And it has a big leaf, so I'm going to pull that big leaf through. Do this zip tie also. Try to stick up. One. I'm going to put this greenery in between them and pull it through. And then I'm just going to put this one because I cut this stem short. And so I am going to tighten this zip tie with these two. I'm going to remember to put these zip ties angled in so I'll know where I'm going when I get ready to cut them. Now I put a smaller zip tie on this crossbar and it is going to be too small. And for some reason, I don't have scissors right here. So I'm just going to use another zip tie and go back and cut it off later. So I'm going to put it on this crossbar because I need to put another this bunch of flowers. Now, if it was just oh, I did it. I put it on the wrong side. Now, if it was just a stem, I would be able to get away with it. But with this bunch of flowers, it's the opening on the zip tie is not big enough to fit the all these flowers through it. Here we go. And I'm going to take it through this next. And I'm glad I didn't tighten it because I just remembered I want to pull some of the greenery. Maybe I should do that first. I'm going to pull some of this greenery down so it can add as a filler and not just all at the top. That way I won't have to add too much extra greenery to fill it in. Now it's easy to make front door wreaths. Just figure out which colors you want, buy the flowers, and just play around with it. There's no right or wrong way to do them. You just do whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to pause this and do a little bit more. But so far, this is what it looks like. And I'll come back after I've done the remaining part. Okay, I'm back. I have attached all of the flowers on the wreath ring. And like I mentioned earlier, I have a bundle of white flowers. And then I have two single red flowers and some greenery in between all the way around. Now I have to go back through and cut off all of the zip ties. I'm not going to play with it yet until I put the rest of the flowers in, but I want to go on and cut off the zip ties now because I am going to place those flowers on the inside of the ring. Usually I'll either put a picture inside, some type of saying, or just leave it open. So this is the first time I'm going to cover the inside with flowers. I don't know. I just got this idea from somewhere. I haven't seen it like this before, but I think it's going to work out really well, especially since oh, there's a zip tie that wasn't tight enough. Don't want flowers to slip out. Um, I just think it's going to be really pretty at the end. All these, this one's not tight enough either. Guess I left them so I can manipulate them, but you don't need that. I just find that zip ties are so much, for me at least, easier than using a lot of hot glue and then using the like tinsel. It's easier for me to use zip ties. And I don't have to do a lot of twisting around pipe cleaners to get it just right. I just zip tie it and then it's done. Okay. Okay. So here we have it. I've already plugged up. Oh, I thought I plugged it up, but I didn't. So let me plug up my hot glue gun. And that could have been getting warm while I was snipping everything off. Of course, we know I'm going to burn myself, so I always get my little finger protectors out whenever I'm working with a hot glue gun. Put those on. And I think I have 8 flowers where, again, that I attach the flower to this really pretty big leaf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me angle it down. I am going to attach the flower to the very inside ring here, all the way around. I could do that while I'm waiting for my hot glue gun to get hot. We take these off, and I'm going to go on and put all of the flowers in place. And then all I have to do is glue them. So I don't know if you can see this. What I'm doing is I'm just putting the leaf underneath and the flower on top, and then I'm going to glue it together. So let me go on and put all of the flowers in. And so the inside will be filled with leaves. I think this is going to turn out so pretty. I think I may have to make one like this for me. Find another flower with flowers that have really big leaves. And make one for me. It's gonna be really pretty. I already like it already. How it's coming out. Hopefully I have enough flowers going on here. I know with all these flowers, it's hard to see what I'm doing. I need an angle, I need the laptop higher so you can look down and see. Okay, so I have all the flowers in, and now I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to go around and attach the hot glue, the flower to the leaf again so it doesn't come out the ring. I'm just putting a dab of hot glue and hold it down for a little bit and go to the next one. I'm actually putting the glue on the ring, and I have, of course, the leaf under the ring and the flower on top of the wreath ring. And again, that's the inside one. So I'll pause it and come back after I've attached all of the leaves. Okay, I decided I wanted to show you exactly how I'm attaching it. So I'm taking my flower and I am putting it through the very bottom ring. I'm going to pull the leaf through. Once I pull the leaf through, then right here between the leaf and the flower on this crossbar, that's where I'm putting the hot glue to attach it. There, and it's kind of full now, so it's hard to get in there without putting glue on the other flowers. It's fuller than I thought it was going to be. And I'm making sure again that I put some glue on the bar to be able to hold this flower in place because it's just a flower. There's no stem, so I don't have any. I didn't put a zip tie, so everything's all glued in. So now all I need to do is play around with the white flowers some to get those how I want them to look. I didn't want to do a completely red one. I didn't want to do mostly white, but I wanted to, since she loves red, red with, this pop of white in there. I have another one that I didn't glue down. I didn't see that. Guess I must have skipped it. Now let me glue this. Glad I didn't didn't unplug my hot glue gun. I was just about to unplug it. Down a little bit. Put another glue stick in just in case I need to glue something else down. We don't have to wait for it to get hot. Oh, I think this came out really nice. That was a good idea. So this is what it looks like. So in the middle, and I'm just going to manipulate the green leaves when I hang it up. And so you will only have just a little bit showing. I think this wreath came out really pretty. Let me know in the comments below. Of course, I'm going to still play with the flowers so I get them just right. But let me know in the comments below if you love this wreath. I'm going to have to make me one like this. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.